So we are now done addressing our first goal, which is for you to be able to state the principal categories of fund source. So now let's move on addressing our second goal for this discussion, which is for you to be able to explain the different types of design standards. The design of a highway bridge, like most any other civil engineering project, is dependent on certain standards and criteria. Naturally, the critical importance of highway bridges in a modern transportation system would imply a set of rigorous design specifications to ensure the safety and overall quality of the constructed project. So, like any other engineering project, for that matter, the design of highway bridge, like any other project, requires to refer on certain standards and criteria. Therefore, familiarization with the different types of design standards that are used in the design of a highway bridge is a must in order for us to be able to understand or to fully understand how to design a highway bridge. So we have to familiarize ourselves to the different design standards that are being referred whenever we design a highway bridge. Usually, the more important a highway project is, the more rigorous design specification is needed to ensure the safety and overall quality of that particular highway bridge project. So, meaning, uh, if we uh, if we have a highway project that has a critical importance in a particular location. Therefore, it can imply that there are numerous design specifications that are needed to be consulted and referred to just to be able to ensure its safety and overall quality so that we have to so that we can meet the 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 needed or the required safety and overall quality of that particular critical important highway bridge. So there are actually uh, two types of design standards that we will study on this discussion. The first is the general specifications. General specifications are an overall design code covering most structures in each transportation system. So when we say general specification, these are actually a set of uh, instructions or specifications that are usually used to guide a particular design and construction of a particular transportation system. So these are actually just a set of guidelines to ensure that safety and overall quality will be met in a particular design of a transportation system. In the United States, bridge engineers have used Ashto's standard specifications for highway bridges or Ashto's Lrft bridge design specifications, depending on when the bridges are designed and the state in which the bridges are located. So this is the Ashto Lrft bridge design specifications 2012. So this is this is usually the code that is being referred to in the United States whenever they design bridges. In a similar fashion, Canadian bridge engineers utilize the CSA bridge design codes, and British designers use Eurocodes. In the Philippines, DPWH, Bureau of Design's Design Guidelines, Criteria, and Standards, DGCS, Volume 5 Bridge Design is used in the design of bridges. So this is the DGCS Volume 5 Bridge Design that were uh, made by DPWH, Bureau of Design Department. So this is usually the design code that we referred to whenever we design horizontal structures in the Philippines. Before, we are using NSCP Volume 2 as our reference whenever we design horizontal structures. Although the problem there was the Volume 2 of the NCP was not consistently revised through the years, so it does not undergo periodic revision and updates. That's why we no longer use the previous versions of the NSCP Volume 2. So for now, we are mainly referring to the DGCS Volume 5 Bridge Design for the design of bridges. Well, the DGCS actually has 6 volumes, and the fifth volume is all about bridge design. So that is the volume of the DGCS that we will constantly referring to, or that we will be constantly referring whenever we design a bridge in the Philippines. In general, countries such as Canada and the United Kingdom, which have developed and maintained major highway systems for a great many years, possess their own national or regional bridge standards. As is the case with the Eurocodes, many nations have accepted the Ashto Bridge Design Codes as the general code for the design of their bridges. So you can see here that there are some countries that uh, have their own specifications or standards with respect to bridge design. It's because they have the capacity or capability to produce their own standards. Maybe they have enough fund to fund research and development on their country. That's why they can produce their own standards. Although some countries like the Philippines uh, generally adopted the Ashto Bridge design, which is this, as our guideline or as our guide in our local code. So our DGCS, if you will try to look uh, on the DGCS Volume 5 bridge design, you can see that it has adopted the specifications of Ashto, Ashto LRFD bridge design specifications. So there are some countries that have their own specifications, and there are some countries like the Philippines uh, that just adopted the Ashto bridge design code that is mainly used in the United States.